What it do, what it do, what it do. Surprise, bitches, it's a DC-6. DC-6. DC-6 up in this bitch. We gonna crash the hell out of this DC-6. DC-6, DC-6. We gonna crash the hell out of this DC-6. Yeah, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I actually just did a test flight with the, so welcome all my fine aviation enthusiast friends. Welcome back to the best damn airplane show you're gonna see tonight. It's Saturday night. Where else would you rather be than hang out with me for a little bit, right? So, I bought two planes. I bought the Concorde from DC something or something. And then I bought the PMDG DC-6. What's up, Greece? Happy zombie time. We gonna load this DC-6 with a bunch of zombies for you. I just did a successful takeoff and about an hour in the air at 55,000 feet with the Concorde. That plane is a hella bitch to fly by yourself. I cannot wait for multiplayer to come out where there could be two people in the cockpit at the same time, because I was pausing the hell out of that flight, operating all kinds of shit. But we got up there. I got up to Mach point 2.05. Yes, sir. Happy zombie time. So we're not going to do the Concorde tonight. We're going to do this DC-6. I think I'm ready for it. I mean, PMDG did a really good job with videos on YouTube. They got a lot of videos to watch. There was like 20 videos, so I watched all of them. You know, what's the worst that can happen, right? So let me make sure that there's no update. I don't think there's any kind of update. Nope. This Concorde though, man, this thing is hella fun to fly. Yeah, man. It's really not, you know, once everything is set and you're rolling, it's really not that difficult compared to Aerofly. Aerofly's is a lot more simple, but I can tell you the checklist in this Concorde is not correct when you're, as far as like the some of the engine settings. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me so these buttons up top here, right? You have, I can't really get to it because I'm not in the plane, but this climb here, climb or cruise, and these engine switches down here that go from takeoff to flight. There's nothing in there that says when to do it. You're supposed to do it, I believe, when you get to about 10,000 feet. I'm sorry, when you level off at 4,000 feet and you go up to 4,000 feet, that's when you're supposed to switch it from takeoff to flight, but it doesn't say anything in there. But yeah, man, I mean, it's there's a lot of switches back here you got to play with while you're flying. That's for sure. And there's no efficient way to get this white bar inside here. The only way I found to do it is to actually go into the weights and fuel and actually adjust the fuel, just the fuel in the tanks, to get this white bar to get inside these yellow deals, because this fuel transfer button that you're supposed to use doesn't really work. This didn't really work, and that's what the guide says you're supposed to do. But other than that, the plane was cool. Oh shit, the usual suspects are back. So all right, let's I know we talked about flying from New York to Germany, but that ain't in the cards tonight, Frank. We're going to have to use the Dark Star for that one, I think, because even the Concorde, that would be like 4 hours in the Concorde. So let's get this DC-6. Yeah, man. I mean, in real life, that flight's like 8 hours. So the DC-6 is down here, and we're going to use the B version, which is the passenger version. And let's get, no Concorde tonight, Concorde tomorrow. I'm gonna do a Concorde tomorrow night for sure. And let's get our American Airlines livery that I have now. Thank you to PMDG. And let's go ahead and do this flight. We're gonna fly from LA to San Francisco. So let's get Kalax up in this, and we're just going to do VOR to VOR tonight. So nice, man. It's early. You know, you an old man, Frank. You just getting home from the bar. Old man Frank. The oldest 35, 32, 37-year-old I know. No, I'm just kidding. You okay with me, Frank? I'm just busting your balls a little bit. All right, where's let's go ramp. Let me see where this is. Oh, shit. All right, let's come back here. Where do I want to park at? Let's park. Let's park right there. Nah, that's not medium. Let's do a heavy one. Let's do gate. Gate. I like the tablet that comes with this plane, man. I like how they have it set up to where like the flight engineer does like all kinds of shit, man. I think that is really cool. All right, very good. All right, let's go flying. That's funny. Funny. I saw this concert in I forget what part of Delaware. Not I guess it really doesn't matter. It was on the beach in Delaware. I forget what part of Delaware it's called now. It's right up the road from Ocean City, Maryland. Anyways, I was drinking these orange crushes at the bar. There's a bar across the street from the venue, and I was at the bar with my then spouse at the time. This is a while ago, maybe like 14 years ago, and I was pounding these orange crushes. I had no idea how much alcohol was in them things. Man, let me tell you something, man. We got to this concert. I'm having a great time. We were like in the front row, and next thing I know, it's like an hour and a half later, and my ass passed out on the front of the stage. Like I rested my head like on the stage, like near the speaker, and I was just out. Man, I was done for. All right, so we got this here tablet. This thing is amazing. Yeah, well, I've been to a lot of concerts, but that one did me in, dude. That one, yeah, that one did me in. All right, can I click on this to? There we go. Let's get them stairs out. Yeah, I hear you, dude. Oh, I can just do, all right, let's put the wheel chocks in. Main cabin stairs, main cabin exit. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. All right, so I think I'm supposed to go in here, and I think I'm just doing the PMDG Bendix radios. Yep, that's what we're going to use tonight. Because I built this flight on SimBrief too, and it said that we were only supposed to go to like 12,000 feet. But all right, let's do realistic carb icing, circuit breaker, silence, realistic autopilot engage. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna leave the engine damage off for. Well, you know what? Fuck it. No, I'll leave it off for tonight. Dude, I thought you had this plane already, man. That's why I bought it. I thought you here, let's just turn everything on realistic. Fuck it. Yeah, man. The DC6. I thought you had this plane, man. All right, let's see here. Before start.
Cockpit pre-flight.
So this tablet, I don't know if you can hear the switches and the guys, but this artificial flight engineer, you just click the tab,
Voice recorder.
and it sets up everything for you.
Oil coolers and cow flaps. Auto in position.
Kind of like, because back in the day, from what PMDG was saying, back in the day, the pilot was just supposed to go in and fly the plane. Like, he wasn't supposed to mess with any of the levers, anything. Just get in and fly. And you have the engineer and the co-pilot setting up everything, which is what's in the background.
Checked.
All right, so let's go ahead and here I can just use my mouse and just scroll up. That is so awesome.
Closed. Door warning lights. Out. Gear pins. Removed. 3 on board. Seat belts and pedals. Adjusted.
All right, we're going to do a wet start, I think, because we're over 90,000 pounds. Hopefully I know how to do that.
Forward.
A wet start is when they add water for something. Let me see if this thing is a wet start or not.
Before start checks complete. Start engines.
I got you, dude. I wasn't sure. All right, let me see what they have. So I'm kind of looking at this. We'll be using a wet takeoff for this. Okay, good. All right. I'm kind of using, there's a 36-page guide from PMDG that I'm kind of eyeballing while I do this flight. Okay, so we got that. Let's close up the stairs and shit. Where's the stairs at? Oh, they're already closed. Hey, that works. All right, very good. Let's go to AFE. Let's do, oh, all right, so now we got to get ready for start. So does he have the, no, he doesn't have the handle up yet. All right, before start, after landing. All right, so what do we got to do here? For engine number 3, he's supposed to have set the number 3 all the way up, but he didn't. All right, so we got that. Let's see if we can start this engine. Okay, so set the mixer to auto rich. And then put the main fuel booster pump to low, which he already has here. If you'll need a realistic start, you'll need to set it to low. Okay, if you're not using realistic start, the AFE will set this for you. All right, press the start safety switch. That is right here.
3, 6, 9, 12.
All right, here goes the first engine. So I think that's really cool that the engineer counts out. Oh, I got to turn the magneto on first, I guess. All right, let's try this again. All right, let's try this again. Oh, I didn't, hang on. All right, engine 3. Now we have the magnetos on. All right, let's try this again.
3,
Gotta wait for 12.
6, 9, 12.
We should be good now. What the fuck, man? All right, let's
3, 6, 9, 12.
It's what it says here to do. It's what I'm doing. Set engine 3. We got it to auto rich. Yeah, I might have to turn off the realistic start until I figure this out. So we got the booster pump in low, which is what we need. This needs to be set to 3. Well, which it was. Okay. The AFE will count to 12. When AFE says 12, press the boost switch and then the prime switch. Once it's running, the switch will release automatically. Let me make sure we're getting fuel. Okay, we're getting fuel. That's good. That's listed right here. That's engine number 3. Now, why are we not getting... All right, we got that. And... All right, let's try this one more time. So let's do the magneto deal again. All right. All right, start.
3, 6, 9, 12.
Hey, hey, look at that, bitches. Look at me now, America. All right, we're good there. Sweet. Yeah, I'm sorry about this morning. I don't know what the hell happened, man. My internet went out for like 3 hours this morning, man. Yeah, hopefully the mod makers... Well, I don't know if the mod makers ruined this plane. I mean, this is all from PMDG, so... All right. Let's do this one.
3, 6, 9, 12.
Maybe it takes a little bit for the fuel to... I don't think it should be shaking like that. I don't remember it doing that in the in the tutorial. All right, let's try this again.
3, 6, 9, 12.
I got you. Oh man, you know what? Let me restart this bitch. Hang on a second. I mean, it shouldn't be this hard to start. Plus that, let me turn off the realistic starting, I guess, until I figure out what's, I mean, it's only a few things that could be happening. All right. Let's come back here again. I'm gonna leave the realistic part on again, but all right, before start checklist. Well, actually, let's do this here first. All right, we'll do 50 there. And let's put a little less baggage in. All right, very good. Now let's make sure this is still, all right, still there. Adjust brightness, that's fine. All right, let's run through the before start checklist again.
Cockpit briefing. Completed. Voice recorder. Tasted. Oil coolers and cow flaps. Auto and position. Fuel and fluids. Checked. Pressurization. Set. Manifold and duct pressure. Checked. Radios. Checked. Doors and hatches. Closed. Door warning lights. Out. Gear pins. Removed. 3 on board. Seat belts and
Let me turn up the volume of them, and I'm gonna turn the ATC off. And let's make sure, all right, photogrammetry is off. Let me turn off the ATC because I don't care about using them tonight. Not for this flight. I mean, I was just flying the Concorde and they wanted me to go up to 62,000 feet. That I don't think is gonna happen.
adjusted. Throttles. Set to idle. Propellers. Forward and 3.
I mean, you know, I don't know actually why I bought it over to Constellation.
Before start checks complete. Start engines.
It got slightly better reviews. It got slightly better reviews, and I think that's kind of why I bought it. Plus, I wanted to see if PMDG was a one-off type deal, or if they're like legit. And I mean, I'm still going to buy the Constellation. I just, you know, I wanted this one first. I'm still going to get the Constellation. All right, auto rich. Oh, I know why the other engine didn't light up. I didn't put the fuel on. That's why number 4 didn't work before. All right, so here's what we gotta do. Let's put the magnetos on because this creates all the sparks. Now it should work. Let's make sure we're getting fuel. All right, we're getting fuel as we can see right here. All right, now let's click the safety button. Wait for 12.
3, 6, 9, 12.
Yeah, I'm starting to have a really good feeling about PMDG. All right, let's do this. Let's do that. And let's try it again. Now that we did both of those.
3, 6, 9, 12.
Fuck.
Three, 6,
I watched this video.
9, 12.
I watched this video like 4 times today on starting the engines. And I don't see what I'm missing. I'm even reading the damn thing on what to do. All right, let's make sure this is number 3. Yep, number 3. That's oath. Number 3.
3, 6,
I am using the checklist.
12.
There's no checklist menu, by the way. See? I have the guide in front of me on my tablet. There's 5 PDF documents that were available. So I downloaded them all, watched all the videos. I've done a lot of research on this plane since I bought it yesterday. It probably would have been better for me not to do realistic my first time around, but all right, let's go ahead and put this on. I mean, if I have more issues, I'll just turn the realistic off and, you know, save that for when I'm a little better with the plane, but
3, 6, 9, 12.
yeah, I don't think dude, I don't think there's a checklist for this plane. I have checklist on already. I just use it on the Concorde. That's why PMDG always has those documents you can download. All right, let's go again. We'll get it.
3, 6, 9, 12.
All right, I ain't playing around no more. Oh, whatever. I'm not using the checklist. I had the guide right in front of me from PMDG for a test flight. I'm not doing that test flight, but it has everything, all the steps you're supposed to do.
3, 6, 9, 12.
All right, we got that one set up. That's number 4. Now what do we do? After starting engines 3 and 4, confirming they are running stable, set the plane battery ground switch to plane battery. All right. Plane battery switch to plane battery. Where's that at here? All right, plane battery. Yeah, I got you, dude. I have a 36-page checklist in front of me from PMDG, right from their website. So, all right, now go ahead and remove the ground power unit on the ramp manager page of the tablet. And that would be engine stress, ramp. All right, GPU can go away. Now repeat the procedures for engines 2 and then 1. I use checklists all the time if there's not a document like I'm looking at. When there's a document like I'm looking at that's right from them for this particular plane, then that's usually what I use at first. All right, we got fuel, and let's set this to 2 and set magnetos on. All right, let's try this.
3, 6, 9, 12.
All right, number 2 is good. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Grease. I'm with you. I always use checklists. Well, you pretty much watch all my videos that I stream. I mean, you see, I'm 99% of the time I use checklists. This particular plane, I like this guide, and it's really the same thing as a checklist. I mean, it gives you a step-by-step of what you're supposed to do. All right, we got fuel going there. Let's redo this. Let's turn this off again. And I might not have been doing the right procedure, but I think I got it now. All right, start.
3, 6, 9, 12.
All right, after starting all 4 engines, pull up the tablet, go to AFE page, and run the after start checklist. Click the slider so it turns green. All right.
Start selective boost pumps. Off and off. Battery switch. Plane benching. Generators and inverters. Checked and on. Emergency lights. Armed. Ground power. Removed. After start checks complete.
Oh yeah, I know. And I also read about how to use the superchargers too. If I get up that high, if I get over 16,000 feet, I have to drop if I use the superchargers, I have to drop the manifold pressure to 28 at a minimum. Because putting the superchargers on adds like 12 whatever to the manifold pressure. All right, so it turns green. I don't know what Immersive means, my dude. But I hear you. All right, arrange your hardware, throttle interfering with AV, leave it to idle. Hold the brakes. Set takeoff power. Takeoff what? Okay. All right, push back and taxi. So, all right, use the airplane's pitch reverse capability. Right, that's what we got to do here. So this is what we got to do to reverse out. We need to push this button in. Why are you not letting me go backwards? Use the simulator pushback, use the airplane's reverse pitch. Okay, release the parking brake. Confirm the brake is released. To push back using reverse pitch, pull the reverse pitch selector back to the reverse position. Why will you not let me... Do I still have the chocks in or something, maybe? Let me see here. Nope, no chocks. Dude, this thing should just go right backwards. Maybe I wasn't in idle. There we go. All right, now let's release the brake. Let's give it a little bit of juice. All right, here we go. And one thing that guy from PMDG said, he said, try not to use the brakes when you're backing up. He said it's like a very tail-centric plane, I think is what he said, and it could like tip back on the tail. So yeah, Grease, if I didn't have this tutorial checklist deal in front of me, I would be using the checklist right now. I would have found a checklist to use, like even if it didn't have one available, I'd find one to use somewhere, or I wouldn't have flown the plane until I had something in front of me that I could reference. Let's set the lighting. Let's do red. I know. I know. That's why I have it in front of me. I agree. At least not my first time around, that's for sure. Well, maybe if I had, like, if I didn't turn the realistic stuff on, maybe. I mean, it's got that, you know, that auto flight engineer. It's a pretty badass. I was really stuck between this, Alaska Air, or Delta for the first flight, but I wound up sticking with this one. All right, I think that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and move it from reverse to forward and let that stop us. There we go. Let's put the park and brake back on. All right, and now let's do the before takeoff checklist.
Boost pumps. Boost pumps on low. Fuel selector and crossfeed. Main tanks and crossfeed off. Autopilot and carb heat. Off and cold. Hydraulic system. Down, forward, pressure and quantity checked. Okay. Flaps 20. Flaps. Windows and turbine. Closed and on. Controls.
Good going, Frank.
Gust lock released. Free. Detonator. On. Mixture and cowl flaps. Bridge unlocked. Set. Transponder. On. Landing lights. Extended and on. Before takeoff checks complete.
All right, and we can now roll to the runway. So let's release the park and brake. That's interesting. I didn't know it was as big as the 320. What's your problem, Frank? Oh yeah, I know the Constellation is bigger. Absolutely. I don't know a lot of things, but I do know that much. All right, I think we'll take off over the city instead of over the ocean. I guess. It's closer. I think. Yeah, it's almost the same. Let's take off over the ocean, I guess. No, I think the constellation is bigger. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. I tell you, I'm pretty impressed with this plane so far, man. I mean, like, the sounds, the way the light reflects off of it, like the tablet with the artificial flight engineer. I mean, it's pretty dope, man. Now, this tutorial that I have here in front of me, it's supposed to be a flight from Seattle to somewhere in Canada, I think Vancouver, but I didn't want to do that flight. But it's got everything. It uses the Spirey Giro or Spirey, whatever that be, the fake, the autopilot that's not autopilot. It uses that too. So, I mean, it really, you know, just holds your altitude and holds your pitch and holds your heading, really. I'm pretty familiar with that based on the tutorial that I... Yeah, no, it's not laggy at all. Well, I do have photogrammetry turned off right now, because that does create some lag. I'll probably turn it on as we're in the air. Yeah, I mean, I like, you know, you have these lights, you have, you can do floodlights, you can do white lights, but these red ones are pretty cool. I like those red ones. Yeah, the autopilot, well, you said you've flown it, so you know, like the autopilot's right here, and there's like an autopilot switch that's got to be, I think this is it right here. Yeah, the autopilot, yep. One thing I was trying to find, I couldn't really find a good tutorial on anywhere. Now, PMDG on their videos said that they had these advanced videos that they were making. I couldn't find them anywhere, but there's an advanced video on carb heat and, you know, how to use the carburetor heat, but I didn't see anything. I mean, I know how to turn the icing equipment on, you know, but I didn't see anything about carb heat, so we'll see what happens. And we're going to do a wet takeoff, so 165 knots after the AFE sets climb power. That's cool that he sets the right power. Use trim as required. Look down on the back of the pedestal and find the gyro pilot switch, turn it on. And then we gotta, yep, okay. All right, so we gotta click wet takeoff, give it full power, hold the brake until he says release. Well, he should say full power set, and then we can release the brakes. That's cool. I came close to buying the livery pack that had the Red Bull DC-6, which I didn't know Red Bull actually still has a DC-6 they fly. I think that's really cool that Red Bull has one of those. So we're flying, I'm using 4 different VOR stations to get up to San Francisco. And then I have an ILS programmed, you know, I have an ILS landing I have chosen, but yeah, I'm not really sure why those engines weren't starting at first. I was following the right steps, just maybe I wasn't, maybe there's a couple of things, maybe there wasn't something I was doing correct. Maybe I needed to put the magnetos on after I chose the engine that I was gonna, I don't know. I'll have to watch the tutorial again on that, but we're good now. But yeah, with that flight engineer, I mean, they pretty much really, like with the flight engineer, I really just, from what I understand, I really just need to keep the plane going the right direction. And they pretty much take care of like the throttle, the flaps, like all that stuff. I just really have to keep the plane going in the right direction. And then set little things here and there, you know, tweak the power to keep it at 40. So while we're climbing, we need to stay at 40, right at 40, 40 on the pressure on this manifold. That much I do remember from the tutorial today. But yeah, they got like 20, it was like 20 videos, something like that on their page. It was crazy. All right, we are pretty much ready for takeoff. We're gonna go all the way down to the end. Yeah, I didn't know PMDG was based out of Virginia. I mean, they're literally like their offices and shit are like an hour and a half from my house. I had no idea that they were based out of Virginia, USA. You could probably turn right here. The other reason I bought this plane is that the reviews on the marketplace that I could see, it was like 4.2 stars versus like 3 stars for the Constellation. So that's why I bought it before the that's pretty much the main reason I bought it before the Constellation. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, good evening, Mr. Timothy Mosby. How are you, good sir? Welcome to the All About Aviation channel. Hopefully I don't crash this bitch tonight, so welcome in. Yeah, I didn't know PMDG made manuals like that, man. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Man, you are full of knowledge, Grease. You are like a wealth of knowledge. All right, let's get up here and we're gonna put the brakes on and click take off wet. All right, let's set that. Let's do takeoff wet.
Water injection. On. 30 inches stabilize. 30 inches stabilize.
I'm holding the brakes. You can see the levers moving automatically.
Stabilized. Cal flaps. Cal flaps. Cal flaps set. Full power, please. Going full power.
When he says full power set, I can go.
Full power set.
right, when I get to 165, that's when I can take off. I think.
Oh, that's right. Gear up. Gear selected up.
Oh wow, they even put the gear up. That's cool.
Retail power. Setting meter power 48 inches, 2600 ampere. Retail power set. Climb power. Setting climb power.
Trying to get my trim set. There we go. They got my trim set so I can take my hands off the wheel.
Power set. Have to take off checklist, please.
All right, let me pause this real quick. Okay. Let me get this going. All right, and now let's turn on the gyro pilot. Let's turn on this. And all right, very good. Let's release. Oh, hang on a second. Where's the localizer thing at here? Yeah, localizer. This thing here. Localizer.
On the takeoff checks complete.
All right, so far so good. Okay, localizer, continue climbing until you reach 8,000 feet. After leveling off, oh, that's at 8,000 feet. We're not going to be doing 8,000 feet. Yeah. Yep, they do. That's pretty cool, isn't it? All right, so it looks like we got 27 miles. We're climbing a little fast, so let's increase our pitch a little bit, which is with this wheel right here. I want to make sure I can see the VS indicator. All right, let's pull back just a little bit. Actually, let me pull a Navigraph on my computer here. It's kind of dangerous while I'm streaming to be fucking with this, because this computer is like an old man sometimes, man. It just does not want to be bothered most of the time. I can't see the chat while I'm looking this up, but I'll be right back to looking at it. Now, the OFP from Navigraph says that we should be going to 12,000 feet, so I guess. All right, when we leave the first VOR, which is, was it Fillmore? Yeah, we need to be on a 314 degree heading for 94 miles. All right, so the opposite of 314, let me do some quick math. That's 114, 134. So we should be on a 134 heading when we leave the VOR station. That looks good. Why the oil temperature is so low. Where did the outside air temperature gauge go that they showed earlier today? Where is the outside air temperature gauge? For the life of me, cannot find it. But I'm a little worried that, well, maybe it's not modeled in this plane, maybe. Maybe the oil temperature and the carb are not modeled because they shouldn't be at 0. But I know there's a... I cannot find it, man. You might be right. You might be. Well, that's why I was trying to find the display. Hang on, let me pause this real quick. I love that feature, by the way, being able to pause. Okay, amps, icing fluid, supercharger rate, ES. Okay, climb. Oh, here we go. Well, yeah, it's reading negative 40 degrees. Like, it's not even giving us... So here's the air temperature. There's no way it's negative 60 degrees in Los Angeles. I find that a little hard to believe. Now, that's interesting. It can't find... It doesn't... All right, so if I need 314, let me wait until I pass by it. I mean, everything might be modeled except the air temperature. I do not believe that it's bottomed out in California. That's impossible. There'd be ice all over this plane, man. Like... It might not be modeled for the Xbox. I don't know. All right, let's turn this to 314. I'm sorry, to 134. Jesus Christ. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, it's probably inoperative. I gotta turn the autopilot back on here momentarily. Let's level out. All right, let's go up to like 14,000 feet. And we need to bank a little bit. To the right. Well, if it's an operative, I don't think pushing anything is going to do it, but I'll get on the forums later and check it out. I mean, it doesn't seem to be affecting anything. All right, let's zero that back out. And we got a nice little crew. We got a nice little thing going here. What course are we on right now? Wow, we are way off. All right, well, we're heading in the right direction at least for 134. 134 is the opposite of 314, and that's what we need for the next VOR station, which is 117.10. And once we get up to 14,000 feet, I think that's where we're gonna slow down. And we're gonna click this other button here for altitude control. Once we get up. This is a very interesting plane to fly so far, man. This is pretty wild. A lot more difficult than the other propeller planes, I can tell you that. This is way more difficult than the DC-3, the Stratoliner. All right, let's get ready to push this button here, and then we're going to click cruise on the tablet. All right, altitude hold and cruise.
Set cruise power, please. Setting cruise power.
Yeah, Very similar in a lot of ways, but definitely, yeah, not as complex, that's for sure.
Power is set.
All right, and we might as well. All right, we need to keep this same VOR station for until we're about 50 miles away from it. We just got to remember, if the needle goes to the right, we need to turn left. If it goes over here to the left, we need to turn right. Yeah, this is hardcore simmer territory, sort of. I mean, having this artificial flight engineer certainly helps things out. This thing is really cool. This engine stress visualizer. I could have sworn that thing just showed that it was cold within icing range. Oh, might as well put the rest of the icing on then. Yeah, this thing is really cool how it like shows you any kind of stress, high stress, catastrophic, not operating. It's pretty cool. But a minute ago, this cylinder head temperature for engine number 2 was showing cold within icing range, so we'll keep an eye on that. Actually, let's just leave that up, I guess. Well, the cabin lights are on. I mean, they were on red. All right, carburetor is cold, so let's do something about that. Where... Oh, that's right. Let's keep these... Yeah. Let's close these up. Try to keep some of that heat in. And let's... Huh. Well, that won't let me put the carburetor heat on. That's weird. It won't let me put it on. Very weird. Oh, I don't know if the passenger lights are on back here. I'm more worried about flying the plane. I don't see how to get back there. I can't go back there. It won't let me. Yeah, it won't let me check the cabin. I don't think the carburetors are modeled, to be honest, because I just tried putting them on and it wouldn't let me put them on at all. So that's really weird. I definitely got to get on the forums and find out. Oh, I hear you. With the window view, give me a. Let me get locked onto this next VOR station, and then I'll switch the view. All right, we need to be on 314. Yeah, let me get locked onto this next VOR station, and then one thing would have been nice if they put like a little white line or something here to know. Oh, I didn't know you could push this to return to center. Never mind. Maybe that's why they didn't put a line there. Yeah, as soon as this reads... Oops. Actually, it might be reading it now. Let me see. Yep, it is. All right, very good. Yeah, let's go try to find a window view for Mr. Frank. From what I understood from PMDG when I was watching the videos, back in the day, the pilots were not really allowed to touch the throttle unless it was like an emergency, like. That was all done by the engineers. It's about as close as you can get to a window view right here. Yep. No window view. Or maybe this might be as close as you can get. Alright, as your speed increases, plan to start descent. There's no specific changeover point. This would be... Run a descent flow, turn to autopilot mode, switch to gyropilot, and swap frequencies. As you switch, turn to autopilot mode, switch to gyropilot. That's weird. I don't know. They might have had it at one point, maybe. I don't know. I just went through all the different ones, man. There's no seat. All right, the next one is PXN, that's 112.6. All right, it's not saying anything anymore about, maybe it wouldn't let me put the carburetor heat on because it doesn't need it. Maybe. I've never seen that on a plane before. Usually they just let you do it, but I think it would have been cool if they had other people in here. You know, Karen or a Giga Chad, and you know the Chad engineer. Wow, that's a long walk back here to the circuit breakers. It's pretty cool that all these circuits actually work. So if something goes out, you can flick the switch to try to turn it back on again. Oh yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Oops. It's got seats. Whoa, that was pretty cool. Hang on a second. It's like a transformer. Yeah, I mean, it's got seats. Look at the wheels, man. That's cool. Little magazines. I'm trying to like get to a window and kind of hang out there, but it's my controller's like, it's like super fast, man. Like I can't really get the. Come on, bitch! Jesus Christ! Yeah, fuck that, man. It's like gonna go into epileptic shock by trying to get to a window seat. All right, let's go back in the cabin because I don't want to fuck this flight up. See, I have it on localizer. All right, it says gyro pilot on. All that's on. Why is it not keeping track with the localizer, though? Let me read something here. On how to do the VOR. Set autopilot to VO and then rotate the VOR one knob. Okay, where's VORs here? Turn the knob. Okay, the right intercept VOR radial. Turn the knob right to increase the bank angle. Wings. Okay, on the gyro pilot, switch to localizer. Gyro pilot will now track the localizer needle And well, it's not doing that. Why the fuck is this not working, man? Oh, because this is not centered, probably. Yep, usually something simple. It might not be holding the localizer because I wasn't lined up with it when I tried to activate it. It probably needs, since this is like the very first ever VOR state, VOR type deal. I'm sorry, the very first autopilot is probably, it probably needs to be lined up completely before it captures. All right, so from AV, we need to go PXN, we need to go on a heading of 317 for 75 miles. So that would be 317 is 137. So let's plug in 137. Now let me see how many miles I got. So I got 75 there and then 68 there. That's plenty of time to descend. Let me see when it has me descending here on the flight plan. Probably after the next waypoint. All right, Oakland, top of descent. Yeah, right after PXN is when I need to start descending. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. we are 3.5 miles away. Man, it's a cool plane. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm having fun with this plane. I don't even care that the flight's like a 2-hour flight. Like usually I'd be trying to speed up, man, but I'm having fun with this plane. All right, I thought you were thirsty. I was trying to fill you up again. My solo cup. Whoa, I fill you up. Yeah, this is one of the more fun planes there are to fly. I mean, like the autopilot thing is really cool. I love having the AFE, the auto flight engineer, man. That thing is cool. I get better with it as time goes on. Watch more of those PMDG videos and get more familiarized with everything. I was really nervous about flying this plane tonight because, like, it's my first time flying this thing. I mean, I was in it the other day just kind of fucking around with it, but, like, come on, give me some 3D buildings. This thing, overall, flying this plane, to me, is harder than flying the Concorde. I mean, yeah, the Concorde's got a lot more steps with it, you know, as far as buttons and switches and stuff, but overall, man, this plane, to me, is, like, more difficult than the Concorde. Alright, let's just keep on this, little tilt here until we get the localizer. Why does it have a 2 flag to that VOR station? Didn't I already pass? Yeah, there's FIM. There's PXN right there. Yeah, that's what I got, 112.6. But why is it giving me a 2 flag from the VOR station I just left? That is weird. Alright, well, let's plug in 317 then. And let's, I guess, flip stations here. The next station is San Jose, that's 114.10. Yeah, man. I've talked to a lot of folks over time that done similar shit. You know, where they do a long haul flight. They do a long haul flight, and then you know, they'll just sit on the couch and chill. You know, or go to sleep for the night, and then, you know, wait until, you know, 6 or 7 hours later, wake up and kind of get started right before the landing. Oh, I am way off course. All right, let's I don't use that VFR map too often. Every once in a while I will, but... Alright, so San Jose is next. After that, then we got to start our descent to about 3,000 feet. Yep, something like that. Some sort of therapy. Cool my hair out kind of therapy. No, I agree, man. I don't mind long haul flights every once in a while. No, I don't have that plane. To be honest, I never even heard of that plane before. I didn't hear the Constellation either until you said something, so. I'm getting ready to... Alright, let's straighten up and start making this turn now towards the localizer station. And let's just make a gentle... Just turn the bank knob a little bit so we can ease our way into it. I think that's why the VOR didn't hold. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. No, I think I've flown that plane once for like 5 minutes. Yeah, I've never really flown that plane like any kind of distance or anything. Yep, I know what you're talking about. The plane's pretty cool. It's huge, dude. And that like, well, you said 6 inches, but I think it's like that really... Yeah, that thing is massive. Yeah. Yep, twice the DC-6. All right, 115.8 is San Francisco. And we need to be on a 284 course on this one, so... Oh, that's ADF. OBS 2, okay. 284. Yeah, I never really gave that plane a chance or anything. I never really gave it much thought after that once, that I tried it. Probably should have, though. All right, let's turn a little bit more. Like another 2 notches. Like, I watched the PMDG guys today do this run-up with the engines, too, where, like... I forget exactly what he did, but it was pretty interesting watching him, like, toggle between these orange and blue lights and just... I don't know. It was interesting. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but... That guy, the guy that was doing most of the videos, he's been a DC-3 pilot for 20... He's been flying a DC-3 for 20 years. I think that's really cool that the guys that developed the planes for this simulator are like pilots of either the same plane or similar planes. I think that's really cool. It shows in the attention to detail with these planes too. Like, you know what you're getting with PMDG. I mean, that's for sure. Like, you know, you're gonna get something that works. Then you can fly casually, or you can make it super difficult. I gotta be getting close to lining up, man. Yeah, it's getting close. All right. And once that needle lines up, I'll try to center it up and see if I can switch this now into localizer mode and see if it actually captures it. This gyro pilot mode, I believe if I was using the Garmin system that's available, I believe that's when like it would follow that route. All right, needle's starting to move a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch that engine starting video and see what I was doing wrong. I think I was missing, I think I mixed up one of the things. Like, I think I should have done the magneto after the engine. Like, you choose the engine, then turn the magnetos on, and then I think I was doing it the wrong way. I think I was turning the engine first, then the magnetos first, then the engine. All right, we are almost lined up. Let's see what happens. All right, level the wings out, and now click localizer mode, and now see if it follows this localizer. Now that we're pretty much lined up with it now. Yeah, what is this plane doing though? Why are we turning around the other way? I mean, I had the right frequency in there. 112.6. It's weird, man. I mean, I don't mind if it doesn't really work or if I'm fucking it up. I mean, I mean, we're getting to where we need to get to, but it's a pretty straightforward thing. You point the plane into the direction, you program the frequency, and you line up with the course you want, and you push the localizer button. It's not a really hard concept. All right, let's see what happens now. It's like it's not. It's like it's got the wrong VOR station that it's capturing. It's weird, man. Very strange. Oh well, we'll just stick with directing it ourselves then. One 11425. I mean, even the manual I'm looking at with capturing the localizer, it's what it says to do. Set the autopilot mode, the gyro pilot, then rotate VOR1 OBS knob. So, you know, whatever your course is at the top of the VOR gauge to show a 2 indication, which we had. And then switch the autopilot mode to localizer, and the aircraft will turn to the radial itself with relative ease. I mean, that's what we were doing. Oh, I think I know why. But that's a from flag. Like, that shouldn't really. That's interesting. If this is why it's doing it. And now it says I'm flying farther away from it? What the fuck? Oh, I'm completely turned around. Jesus Christ. I'm all kinds of messed up right now. Jesus. We're heading back to LA. Okay. Dude, I have never had issues with VORs before. Alright, 317 to PXN, right. Happens. So for flying 2 to 317 radial, the opposite's 137. Yeah, that should be right. I mean, I'll try it again. I'll click the localizer again. If it starts going off course, I'm gonna click off of it again. See, it looks like it's going to do the right thing. But watch, it's going to make a much bigger turn than it needs to make. I don't get it. I don't know where it's going. All right, well, we're going to leave that alone. We'll just fly it manually, and we'll just use the VOR stations as a reference point. I don't get it. Pretty simple thing. You plug in the course, you push the VOR button. Like, I mean, like, it's not a very hard concept. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm trying to get the system to work, dude. I'm trying to get the gyro pilot to capture the localizer. I wanted to fly on this course that I have, this 317 course, because that's the direction that we're going. But for some reason, every time I do that, I know there's no need for it. I want to practice it. Like, I want to get it down so I can use it. I know there's no need for it, but I want it so I can practice. Yeah, nah, I just want to practice. You're right, Grease. And I have the book in front of me. I'm following what it's saying to do. You're right, though. All right, so from PXN, we need to go on a course of 293. Wait for this flag to flip from to to fro. And then we'll start our descent to about 3,000 feet. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to follow it. I mean, I'm doing what it's saying to do. I don't know. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, let's level our wings out. That look. I'm like, see ya, bitch. I'm over this flight. I'm ready to go put a movie on. All right, let's start our descent. You can use either side for the wheel. They're tied to each other, so it really doesn't matter which one you use. You know, this one or that one. All right, let's go down a little bit faster than that. I think each click does 250 feet per minute. Yeah, that looks like about it. So it looks like about 4 clicks brings you to about 1,000. Oil pressure. You gotta be shitting me. I did it again. I made a circle. Fuck my life, dude. God damn. God damn. Might as well slow up the descent then. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate you. Like, man, how come I got all these difficulties?
100 meters. 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 100
we're doing okay now. I don't know why the oil pressure, carburetor temperature. All right, we'll put the shit back on. Doesn't happen often, Frank. Every once in a while, you catch me slipping. Every once in a while, you catch me slipping. Every once in a while. It happens to the best of us, right? I'm far from the best, but every once in a while, I get kind of mixed up. You got, yes, sir, Frank. I will not screw up. We will get there sometime tonight. All right, I think our plane's kind of pointed in the right direction now. Yep, it will not let me put the carburetor ice on. I'd like to know what temperature it is outside, but it's still negative 60 degrees outside. Yeah. I wish there was something else in it for me to take a hit on. I'm not really sure what I can do to release the oil pressure. I mean, well, the RPMs are kind of high. Can I reduce this a little bit? There we go. What about the flight engineer? Didn't think of that. Now we're good. Oh. Came back. Oh, hey man, he put the propeller back on 72, that dick. He's trying to blow our engine up. That fucker. That AFE engineer. I see him sneaking. He putting that propeller back up to 72. Now we got problems. Well, if our engines blow up, we can blame it on our stupid engineer. All right, I think we're going to level off here at 7,000 feet for now. Just because there are some mountains we're going to be contending with.
Set cruise power, please. Setting cruise power.
Let's go back and set cruise power again. Fuck you, Jesus. You can't change anything when you got the AFE on.
Complete.
I'm trying to keep my carburetors from freezing up. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's why I can't put the carburetor heat on, because I got the AFE turned on. He's supposed to take care of all that. All right, well, fuck him. Then he can take care of it then. All right, let's see what happens now. We got that lined up. Let's click the localizer and see what happens this time. Let's see if we get spun around again. Yeah, it looks like we're doing it again. Yep, all right, well, you can suckle on that. I'm not worried about that. I have an idea of what's going on, actually, with that. Like, I think I need to put the reverse, like the reverse course in. So we're supposed to be flying 293. But I bet you if I put in 93, bet you if I put in 113, it would probably work. Let me try that. I wonder if I put in 113, if it'll work. Let's try that. No, I don't think it likes that either. All right, it didn't like that either. Maybe there's something wrong with this Bendix system. I wonder if I switch to the other system, I wonder if that would work better. Unless there's a button in here for switching nav modes that I'm not aware of. Which could very well be. That's probably likely what it is, actually. All right. Well, let's just keep going in the right direction. Let me see something here. I have a sneaky suspicion that's what that there's a button that switches it from like GPS to VOR. Because to be honest, you know what it looks like it's trying to do? It looks like it's trying to capture this magenta line here. Like each time it goes, it's turning towards that line. So I think there's a button that I'm just not hitting. AFE, battery start, auto rich, all 4 engines, takeoff briefing, AFE, maximum accept takeoff. Yep, we got all that. Pushback and taxi, parking brake, reversers, AFE tablet, 34 right. Okay, during the taxi, set the frequency to 110.6, and then set standby frequency to 115.90. Then on the Bendix VOR, put in the heading. AFE page, full power climb, autopilot. Now turn to intercept. Yeah, I don't see anything that I missed. To center the silver button. Yep. Yeah, I don't see anything I missed. I don't see what I missed. Well, we're almost there anyways. But it's probably a button that I'm just not pushing. We go again. Alright, so that wasn't it. I thought it might have been this button there, but it wasn't. Position, these are lights. Booster pumps, alternate fuel pumps. Auto feather, auto blower. That's what I need. I need an auto blower for the house. That'd be great. Fire system, cockpit temperature, windshield heat, CO2 bottles. Oh no, I did it again, motherfucker. I wasn't paying attention. I know, I picked it up before I made the full circle, Frank. I'm sitting there looking for this damn button to try to figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong. I'm not used to a system where it doesn't stop like at a certain heading. It's weird. Very strange. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Marker on off. All right, none of these are anything I can play around with. Those are beacons. Very strange indeed. In Russia, we just make full circle. We just circle Moscow. All right, let's return to center. In Moscow, we eat the peanut butter first from the Reese peanut butter cup. We save chocolate for last. All right, now that we have a little bit of a bank angle going, let's center up again. All right, and then after San Jose, then we have our ILS approach, which is not far from San Jose at all. Yeah, I get the joke. That was my babushka's favorite snack. Peanut butter jelly, sticks, and pickles. All right, let's switch over. Is it time for the, all right, 111.7. That's not picking up anything yet. All right, let's switch over to 115.8 then. And let's begin our descent again.
26 inches, please. Setting 26 inches.
26 inches. That's what she said. All right, and we need 284.
26 inches set. Descent checkpoint, please. Altimeters and flight instruments. Cross-checked. Seatbelt signs on. On. Engine low is low. Low. Descent checks are complete. 1
All right, let's do our approach checklist. We are in range.
Cooling turbine. Normal. Fuel booster pumps. On low. Fuel tank selectors. Mains on. Crossfeed off. Hydraulic bypass valve. Down. No smoking signs. On. In-range checks complete.
We're a bit high for our landing. I might have to circle real quick. Oh, never mind. We're not even holding the fucking, we're not even holding the line. Jesus Christ. Yeah, let me, Oh, no wonder the shit's off again. What the fuck, man? Let me circle real quick. I'm good at those. See, all those practices with making circles helped out. All right, Frank. I'll catch you later on. I might be on tomorrow night with the Concorde. If not, it'll be Monday. I don't know. But anyways, see you later, dude. Thanks for stopping by for a while. Have a good Sunday, my brother. I hate the... I mean, there's our runways right there. Let's just try to make a landing. We're right here. We're way higher than we should be right now, but let's see if we can make this landing anyways. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, let's circle.
Cooling turbine. Normal. Fuel booster pumps. On low. Fuel tank selectors. Mains on. Crossfeed off. Hydraulic bypass valve. Down. No smoking signs. On. In-range checks complete.
Gotta wait for the ILS to the glide slope to tell us we're at a good altitude. All right, this horizontal line is starting to center up again. That means we're getting closer to the altitude we should be at. All right, now let's turn back towards the runway. Let's click landing now.
Flaps 20. Steam flaps 20. 20 flaps set. Msfs ridge weight. Auto ridge. Mixtures set. Gear up and down, please. Gear up and down.
Sweet.
Gear down and locked. 3 rings. Props. 2500 RPM. 2500 RPM set. Tail flaps. Plus 3 degrees. Tail flaps set. ADI. ADI off. ADI is on. Landing lights. Speed mode. Extended lights.
Boy, flying this kind of landing reminds me of when I used to play X-Plane all the time. Many, many years ago, and I would do ILS landings in the Cessna they had, the base Cessna airplane. You could do ILS landings with those, but it wasn't an automatic one. You had to follow this same sort of setup here. I don't know if we're doing right or left. What runway am I doing again? Oh, I got it right here, actually. Oh, I'm doing right. I was lining up for the left one.
Lights extended and on. Darby. Bombing call. Set call. Before landing check complete.
I don't know what to expect once I go wheels down. I don't know if, like, they set the reversers and I just hit the brakes, or... I forgot if there was a wheel in the front or if it was in the back for a second. We're not going to make the touchdown zone tonight. Damn, I wanted to get a soft buttery touchdown. We missed the touchdown zone. Not bad for the first landing, I guess. All right, let's just pull off here so we can shut down the airplane. Yeah, we eventually made it. Not bad. Not good. Not bad for the first time. I just I need to do some research on why the approach mode didn't work and the VOR localizer deal didn't work either. All right, let's park here. And let's finish up this after landing and then parking.
After landing checks complete.
Excuse me. Very good. All right. That was definitely cool, man. We're going to get better at flying this plane, and we're going to kill it. We're going to kill it next time. Yeah, oh, man, I'm tired. All right. I will see y'all later on. That's a lot of hours, man. 353 hours. Good Lord. That's a lot of days. Anyways, I will see y'all tomorrow, my friends. Be good to yourself. Be good to me. Click that subscribe. Please click that like button before you leave. And I will probably see you tomorrow night. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Might be the Concorde. Might be the Concorde. Because I did practice with that today, and I'm pretty comfortable with it right now. So we might be doing the Concorde. But that's about it. I will see y'all later. Thanks, Grease. Appreciate it as always. And I will see y'all later on. See ya.